Hello everyone, Rising here, and welcome to my Volume 7 Chapter 3 reaction. Chapter 2 got us so much closer to the endgame of RWBY, and the only problem is, I'm sure Salem is going to intercept the hero's plans for the reveal at some point, and she will have control over how people learn about her millennia of existence. And I'm sure she's also going to intercept before the heroes have the opportunity to tell Ironwood and really anyone else about the lost fable. So that's not going to be fun. I kind of get the idea that the Vacuole arc, since really there's been no fallout of the fall of Beacon on Vacuole, or at least we can't really predict anything of it since they're kind of just isolationists and figuring out their own problems. I kind of get the idea that the Vacuole arc is just going to be like non-stop battling, but with the relics. Since, I mean, we have the Relic of Knowledge out, and who knows what's going to happen with the other relics, but I think they're going to also like the Relic of Knowledge beyond safe and kind of just out there, right? And we already know that this episode is going to be about the Ace Ops, so I'm hoping that they are going to prove themselves to be rather trustworthy as well. Hopefully, I mean, maybe even more trustworthy than Ironwood. And it'd be funny to see if the heroes trust the Aesop's with the Lost Fable before they trust Ironwood with it. I wonder how that would go. And it looks like we're gonna get the outfits and probably the weapon upgrades in this episode. I ran a poll on Twitter, started it last night, ended it. It ended like 5 minutes ago. How are the outfit changes going to happen? Is it going to be a mini time skip? Is it going to be a shopping montage? Or is it going to be sort of like how the Volume 2 outfit change happened, where they sort of just start changing into them out of nowhere? Or is it not going to happen this episode, but nobody picked that answer because everyone's kind of expecting it at this point? So that's the results. Let's see how it actually happens. And we are going to start the Volume 7 Chapter 3 reaction in 3, 2, 1, now. The big thing I want to point out about this is, okay, first off, I keep not seeing the Team RWBY panels at the beginning. Did they have problems with that? I don't know. The 2D panels of Team RWBY don't show up when I'm watching this for some reason at the very beginning of the intro. And also, just with how much this intro talks about love, I mean, we understand that the volume is about trust, right? But it's Trust Love, that's the name of the song. Or it should be. We don't know. Jeff Williams doesn't even know. But it should be Trust Love. So, that's just pointing toward all of the romantic subplots that I hope we're seeing this volume, right? And to me, it's not necessarily a will they, won't they for Bumblebee and Renora. It's not an are they, aren't they? Because we know what's going to happen. But, like, at this point, are they a thing? When do they become a thing for either of them? And when's Iron Crow happening too? God, I want to see this actually happen. I want to see these outfits. Let's go. Come on. I want to see this happening. And when are we going to see Robin Hill? And how is she going to actually be? She's such an interesting character. I want to see what Robin Hood looks like in post-Patriot Act mantle. Show me those darn outfits, please. Wow, that's some good snow.
All right,
it's really nice.
Our mission today is to secure the launch site for the Amity Communications Tower.
Okay.
The designated area is an abandoned dust mine. Since its closure, the Grimm have moved in.
Okay, so we're gonna see that.
All that untouched dust is still down there too. Science team says they'll need it for the first phase of their launch.
We're gonna see that from the trailer.
And for holding on to your weapons for so long. The upgrades you requested were, well, they were more than I anticipated.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Already hard at work clearing out the surrounding tundra. But Recon has identified a powerful Geist that's managed to evade destruction and take several lives. After we increased our numbers, the guys was smart
People
enough
die
to
in the
retreat
show.
into the mine itself, meaning it's old and extremely dangerous. This is our target.
Your new weapons and armor should be as requested. But I also took the liberty of reviewing your
Armor.
combat footage from the Vital Festival tournament. There's some additional enhancements I'd like to suggest.
Are we gonna see Monty's enhancements?
These should serve you well enough.
The mine was a labyrinth back in the day. There's all sorts of tunnels and chambers the guys can move between. So if we're gonna kill this thing, we'll have to
interesting.
split up and corner it.
Oh,
General Ironwood says you've seen your fair share of combat.
nice.
I trust that man with my life. So tomorrow, I'll be trusting you all too.
Hey, Ruby.
Oh, hi, Oscar. Get some on-screen development, my boy. Come on, we can do this. Oh, I guess it's a time skip then, huh? I love this. This is RWBY, man. Let's get back to that early volume feeling. Oh my god, yes! Let's touch the sky. Touch the Sky better be the name of this song. Oh my god, I love this! Let's go! I didn't realize this would be the perfect opportunity for a song, but it just is! Wow! And here we go, the landing strategies from the trailer. Alright, let's see them in action. I love this. I love Harriet so much already. I said people were gonna fall in love with her, and I'm right about myself, but...
This is my favorite part.
Hey, just backflip off, why don't you? Holy crap. Oh. Oh, shoot, dude. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Perhaps you kids won't get yourselves killed after all.
She meant that as a compliment.
Yeah. But Pyrrha kind of got herself killed. It's still too soon.
He's clear.
Wow.
Heading on foot. You've all got fancy new scrolls, so don't
Freaking
forget to
Elric,
use them.
brother.
Keep your eyes and ears open. I want an
There's
update
the-
if you encounter a target. Alpha out.
Where's the freaking Joy-Con?
Sorry, just not used to the new hair yet. Is it
There.
bad? No, it's good. Great even.
Man,
Oh.
I did not sign up to be a babysitter.
Yeah, well, the rest
She's
of us
into
don't
it.
see you all the time.
She's into it. She's so into it. Oh my god. I love Harriet so much. Just babysitting you. Aw, yeah. Let's see. We haven't seen... I mean, as much as I really don't care to see Jacques anymore,
It's
I want
freezing
to.
out here. Without heating or a projected aura, the cold of Solitas can kill you in a matter of hours. I suddenly don't feel as bad about leaving Oscar behind.
Can we talk about that again?
He's just not ready to...
What about it?
We're really not going to tell Ironwood what happened to Oz? What we learned about Jim?
Okay.
About Salem?
We are.
I don't think I'll get to be able to in time.
You saw how things looked when we flew into Atlas.
Yeah, I was...
His heart seems to be in the right place, but that doesn't mean
I
we should
wouldn't
trust
tell
him.
if that's what I
Let's
saw of
stay
him.
for a while before we
He looked
make
like
any
a
major
dictator, and he is one.
Okay. How did Oscar feel about that?
Probably shouldn't keep running around with an ancient relic on a keychain, you know?
It is.
But-
I know you'll keep it safe in Atlas.
Ruby, hiding things from Ironwood. Doesn't that feel like what Ozpin did to us?
Gotta say, I'm still not really used to working with other huntsmen in the field.
Friggin' Elric, brother.
Before, weren't you?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I just found working alone tends to be for the best.
Well, I think that's a shame.
Trust fall. Trust fall.
Alpha here. Give me
Good
a-
luck
The
as
connecting
well.
ice tunnels seem clear.
We should be approaching the actual mine any minute now.
This is so exciting! It feels like we're an actual huntsman team!
Kind of are.
What you did with your outfit, Ren?
Hey!
Probably stay focused.
Trust love, boys and girls.
Oh, okay.
I like your outfit too.
Bravo.
She's not ready for it, John.
There's been a cave-in in the main entrance. Not sure if it's recent or was caused by the original accident. Either
Great
way, we'll have
echo.
to do a little problem solving.
Great echo. Of course that would
Let us
happen
know
when
if
you
you
do
need
this.
anything.
Sound
Are
design.
you okay?
Good job.
I
Phillips
just
Band, was that you?
realized where we are. This mine was closed after an explosion. I remember this disaster.
Oh. Oh, this is where Ilya's parents
I remember
died.
how furious it made my father.
Oh no.
I wish I could take back the years of pain my family has caused the Faunus.
This is where
And
Ilya's
all of my
parents died.
complacency in it.
This society is set up for Faunus to be at the bottom, and humans are willing participants. They benefit from doing nothing to help us, but there are still those who actively abuse us. Anyway, I didn't come over here looking to solve systemic societal issues. Harriet found a gap in the rubble we think one of you could fit through. Ideally, someone with a knack for seeing in the dark?
Oh, of course.
All right, Blake. Take a look around. Is
We're
there
gonna
any
see
dust in the immediate area?
what night vision looks
Mine
like.
cards, debris. No dust, though.
Great, then it should be safe to blast our way through.
Okay, heading back.
Damn it.
Blake, stand back!
Ooh, I love her so much already. Let's go.
Don't let it get away!
Let's see this shit. All right. That's so. It's not. It's wormy. It's not squirrely, but it's squirrely. Ooh. Acidic breath or acidic spit.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Let's get into this. This we've seen. Okay, we've seen parts of it. New sound effects, sound design. Oh shoot! Yes, 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 yes. Let's go. Okay, okay, okay. Yes. A perfect opportunity to get the animators to just do crazy new. He's got a boomerang chainsaw, for frick's sake. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. That's OP. That is OP.
We found the target, but it fled deeper into the mine. Engaging sentinels.
Let's pick up the pace!
His semblance is OP as hell. Okay. I'm assuming that's a semblance. Alright, what's Team Junior doing here? What? What? Dude, there's so many new applications, and it just makes for all the much better animation
Head
and
first.
fight combos.
Yeah, well, that's just kind of our style.
One left. I got it.
Whoa! Your semblance makes you super fast, just like me.
Very cool. Though, based on your reaction time, I'd say I'm a little faster.
This is Alpha.
So she just-
Engage the target.
Well, speed isn't her entire semblance. Her semblance is the pedalverse thing, but I guess Harriet's is just the speed. Fishing hook. It is literally a hook. That's kind of crazy. I mean, with his whole, like, his Aesop illusion, it's about, like, a fisherman's good luck is the illusion, so I guess it makes sense, but, like, oh god, it's just gonna keep getting bigger. Crow is not having a good time being one for bad luck.
Target
But then
escaped.
that's...
Last seen headed east. Thanks for the call out.
This is so much more emo than the intro made it look. Crow's outfit.
I wouldn't thank me.
Yeah.
Semblance brings misfortune. Sometimes I can't keep it under control.
That's
Brings
so?
fortune.
Well, hey, don't beat yourself up about it. My semblance is good fortune. Lucky you, huh? Charlie, Bravo. You should be able to cut off the target at the heart of the mine. Crow and I won't be far behind.
Find yourself looks at you the same way Crow looks at Clover. It's like, I'm destined to spend my whole life with you, or else.
Everyone use caution.
You are the solution to all my problems.
Triggering it could ruin the launch site.
And vaporize us. How is that always second with you?
I thought the target was supposed to be in
He
here.
wants to die. It is. Oh, that's like a spider, but it's not. That's... Alright, this is great. This is great.
It added dust to its body? How are we supposed to kill it?
Help!
Well, just aim for the head. So, I guess his semblance is that he's freaking One Piece boy? Is that her or his semblance? It looks the same. Or his application. Freaking boomerang buzzsaw. God.
Harriet!
Hey, she's a rabbit, isn't she? But I don't think she's a faunus, though. This is what it's like to see pro huntsmen in action. I don't know if they'll want to get in the way.
What would you guys do without me?
They just love doing backflips, these guys. You're a good huntsman if you can do a backflip, apparently. So this is what Volume 4 should have started out like, what that battle should have been. He's just showboating this man, what the hell? He's just showboating. I got a big one! What the hell? Good lord! They are a great team. Holy crap. But teams can only be of 4 people. They're cheating. Just wow. Dude. Gotcha. Gotcha.
I thought you said your semblance was like mine.
It is?
I've seen other speed semblances before. That was different. I think there's more going on than you think.
Wait until she sees what she could do with her eyes.
Lucky catch, huh?
No, I'd chalk that one up to talent. Atlas Control, this is
Yeah.
clear. Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Well, Team RWBY, they did like nothing.
For the lift!
He is.
Huh?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is absolutely Team Witch.
Who are you?
Hey, Georgie.
Oh, well, I'm someone just like you. Someone who wants to mix things up around here.
Oh. Oh. Wow. Oh no. So much for Team RWBY, huh? Oh my god. Good lord. Alright. Voices. I guess there's nobody new in this episode, but holy shit, that was a great episode. Wow. And that is what it's like to see actual huntsmen in action. Our first taste of it was Volume 3, Chapter 3, when Crow and Winter were fighting each other. But that is coordination like I had never seen it in this darn show. Wow. That is some good stuff. And a new song. They should have just used Falling from the Sky from RWBY, but you know, I'm not complaining. Subtle Team RWBY colors on the dust in there, apparently. Marrow. Doggo tail. Weapon goes here, smiley face, magnetic holster. Yeah, everyone's using magnetic holsters now. Just everyone is using magnetic holsters. Just, wow, that was a fantastic episode, and I am going to restart this recording so I don't lose time. That was just fantastic. It just wasted no time. And sure, I mean, it was the shortest episode of the volume thus far. 1733. Oh my gosh. Is this what it's just going to be like? Is it like... I mean, people were complaining with Volume 7, Chapter 4, right? People were complaining about that episode's runtime. This is what it was. Now, here's the thing. Volume 3, Chapter 9, PvP, which is the episode that is the single most pivotal moment in the entire show. The only thing it didn't set up about the fall of Beacon was Kevin. You know, and that episode was 12.5 minutes long. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that and so it looks like episodes might start to be averaging around 18 minutes. But if they don't, I'm not gonna complain if we get another 12-minute episode. Because and even with this 17.5-minute episode, holy crap, we got the seamless integration of the outfit change and the armor change and the hair changes. We got just realistic depictions of systemic, you know, they talked about that it is systemic with faunus discrimination. We learned how Ilya's parents died. So by that alone, I mean, the way that Weiss reacted to this, I'm sure she would make very good friends with Ilya, and I'm sure Ilya would probably take her time to warm up to Weiss, but I want to see what their interaction would be now, because it's now that we know that they're both connected to Ilya's parents dying, I just want to see that. I don't think Ilya's going to be relevant in the show for another couple volumes, if that. I don't think we're going to see her this volume at all, just like Teams, Sun's off in Vacuum, we're probably not going to see him until volume 9 at the earliest, right? But, and Ilya's staying in Mistral, so, I mean, at the same time, who knows? But I want to see that now. I want to see Weiss and Ilya interacting because now we have a whole different way to color how that reaction or their interaction would go. And, of course, I said it, love, and this is definitely, I mean, we can look at Volume 7, Episode 1, and say, there's a lot of Bumblebee interaction and Bumblebee moments in that. But Yang was definitely turned on. I'm one of those people who, when in Volume 4 happened, that I was not buying the narrative that Bumblebee was a thing. You can look at Chapter 3 and Chapter, I'll put it in post, it's that moment. And I'm just why do you have to make this gay sort of thing? That was who I was back then. But going to Volume 6, there's just no denying it. And that's good. And that might not have been how I would have reacted back then. But I definitely have a different relationship with, I guess, myself, and a different relationship with the show, and I'm all for Bumblebee. honestly, because it's done very well. And I would have said, like, and maybe I wouldn't have agreed with that back then, but you absolutely can go back to the Beacon dance and can go back to all those moments, and they could have been construed as just friends, or they... My camera lost storage space in the middle of that sentence. So you can go back to the Beacon dance, or back to the different moments in Volume 4, or the talk alone together in Volume 5, or the moment at the end of Volume 5 when Blake, like, looks away from Yang, looks at her weapon, and then looks back at Yang. All of that now, like, absolutely, they're gay. And whether or not that was the original intention, which I'm going to say that it was, I'm going to leave that in. You know, I think the way that Monty worded it when he was in the AfterBuzz TV interview, and he was saying maybe LGBT people are there now and they're just figuring themselves out, this has to be earned, I wouldn't deny saying that at that point he didn't have a plan for it either. But that doesn't matter. I don't necessarily care if or not everything about the show was planned in Volume 1. Which, I mean, we can see that it wasn't, because Miles has said at one time, everything got more complicated than we originally anticipated, him being Miles, Carrie, and Monty. And so, again, it looks like the Volume 2 option for how the outfit change is going to work, that is the winner for my poll, even if we all would have loved to see a shopping montage of it. And I'm probably going to, by the time you see this reaction, I probably will have done a mock shopping montage of their new outfits. So anyway, that's gonna be all I really have to say so far, and now I'm gonna throw it to Jason a little bit later in the week to talk about my thoughts as they have further been digested about this episode, because there was just so much in those 17 minutes.
The first thing I didn't quite get to is just how glad I am that they have weapon upgrades, so their weapons are actually capable of doing different things. Like, I have to give it to the animators for making so many different, varied, awesome fights over the years, but I'm sure that they are glad that they have different tools to work with now. Like I just said in the episode 1 reaction, that Ren's weapons aren't as interesting as some others. Like I said, Crescent Rose. It looks like his function really similarly to Emerald's weapons now, except that her blades that get shot out are for cutting instead of stabbing, and Ren's are for stabbing. I'm still kind of in the honeymoon phase with the new outfits. That's not to say that I'll start hating them later, but like we haven't really seen them that much or from that many different angles yet, that I'm still like, we're still kind of exploring how the outfits look. Like, we haven't really seen really much of them, especially since, well, we haven't seen them in all of the different lighting conditions that we possibly could. And when I said, like, trust love, I want to see some love, I wasn't expecting it to be Crow. Out of everyone was, like, thinking, oh, I'm so ready for Renora this volume, I'm so ready for Bumblebee this volume, and Crow's just getting new ship after new ship, or a resurrection of Iron Crow. Here's the thing too, like, even if you're trying to say that Crow isn't like gay or bi or whatever, the justification that you use when talking about the Clover situation is still kind of gay. No, he wasn't attracted to Clover, he was just realizing he wouldn't innately be a burden to anyone if he spent the rest of his life with the guy. Like, it still has its gay undertones, alright? Not to mention all of the flirting that Clover did, and it was a lot. So, as for the rest of the Aesop's, they're using OP Mega Hex because they have 5 people. The show has a rule of 4s. Come on. Seriously though, if we if they do turn out to be antagonistic, sure, we've seen great combos from Team RWBY, but they're going to have to pull off some next level stuff to beat the Aesop's. I'm looking at Clover most when I say I don't trust these people, because he's basically, to me, he's like Remnant's Captain America. Like we see his image, he's like Elysian perfection. He's the picture of Atlas to a T, the best that Atlas can be. He's got a chiseled face, short, very well kept hair, and bulging muscles. Like, he is Captain America, and so we'll see him, and we know that he'll stand up for ideals, but I'm still questioning if we should trust those ideals or not. We assume that his ideals must be perfect, but we don't know anything about them. At least that's my take on how I've been receiving Clover so far. Now, looking forward to Chapter 4, it's looking like, I don't know off the top of my head exactly how the thumbnail and description was leaked or revealed, but like, we've seen it. I don't think that in the public event that apparently is being held that they'll go public about Amity Tower just yet. But, I mean, whether or not they are, which they could or they might not, Team RWBY is about to get a lot more popular. We're probably going to see the first of Jacques or Whitley. Robin Hill maybe introduced, or Cinder and Neo could come into the fold again. Salem, Hazel, Emerald, and Mercury are probably taking a leave for this. If Salem is just making more monkeys to do her work for her and isn't actually going to go to Atlas. I don't think she's actually going to physically go to Atlas at least until she teleports there later, because if she's all-powerful, she can just teleport herself. But either way, this volume is not done setting up its characters yet, even if the main arc did start in Chapter 2. So I am very much looking forward to see more exposition, and I'm assuming that Chapter 4 will slow things down a bit, because we just got so much this last episode. That's not to say that it's a bad thing. In fact, yeah, I would prefer that it would be kind of slower, because now that the characters have just had their first mission, they still do need room to breathe after Chapter 2. And they did kind of have slower moments in this episode about how much should we talk about, when do we wait, what do we wait for. They're probably going to develop those ideas further in Chapter 4. So I'll see you then. I'm Rising. Have a good one.